I really just couldn't accomplish anything that I wanted to do. I was trying desperately to either go to school or go to work, and I couldn't.
I was in a desperate crisis situation.
Her mental illness was so obvious, but at the same time, her desperation and sadness was so obvious as well.
You know, I often tell people that I was a real mess. That leads ultimately to a point in your life where you feel that you just can't take it anymore and you're ready to check out. The King of Kings lifted me off the floor that night and said to me, Clarence, what are you doing? And I said in retort, why me? And no sooner did I get those words out of my mouth, the answer came, well, why not you? Would you rather your sister or your brother or your child?
Mental illness was something I knew nothing about.
It's hard for people to talk about mental health problems.
So I really at one point thought, wow, maybe black people don't recover. Do people who look like me recover? Because I'm not seeing it. And I got a little worried. I had this moment of worry. I was doing fine, but I had this moment of worry that maybe this was all fake or that it would just shatter like glass or something.
I thought it was something to fear. I thought it was something that was going to be devastating for our son, that he could never have a good quality of life again.
You don't have to suffer alone. You don't have to believe that you're stuck with it the rest of your life.
You know, when I got sober 23 years ago, and I went into these rooms and asked for help, and they said, ask that old dude over there for some help. I said, I gotta ask for help. They said, yeah, you have to ask somebody for help. They said, ask that old dude over there. And when I asked the old dude, I didn't know that the old dude was a psychiatrist.
I now have a journey and a recovery story that I can share with other families. So that's where I always start with them, is just don't give up hope. It seems hopeless, but know that recovery is possible. Everybody has their place of recovery. It's different for everyone, but it is there. It is possible.
And that's really what peer support is. Nothing more is someone who has walked in that shoe and in that space that you've been in, to be able to share their experience, to be able to definitely make you feel like you're not alone. Like I never felt like I was alone, like wow, somebody else has been through that.
You'd have to think about that, and I think people get it. People understand because they have been to that point where they feel like they're in a struggle, and they really are. We really are in a struggle. But guess what? We're all in this struggle. We all are.
See, that was the thing that I learned from NAMI and was able to pass on to him, was about recovery, and say you can have that great quality of life. You can be, many of the things that you've always wanted to be. You just happen to have a mental illness at the same time.
Recovery is not, these symptoms are going to go away and I'm going to be happy and carefree and joyful the rest of my life. Recovery is, in fact, having achieved a greater capacity for things like love and creativity and work and integrity.
In recovery, I learned, you take 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. It's this sort of back and forth, back and forth. But what I like about the spiral sort of analogy is you're always moving forward. And sometimes I may be moving a little bit slower, or it may even appear that I've stopped, but I haven't gone backwards. I'm still moving forward.
I have found a way to express those things that have been hidden in me for so many years, and I did not know it was there, which caused me to become compassionate, caring, hopefully authentic, loving, and understand the need of another human being.
critical thing that I found in NAMI was that there's a voice. I found my voice in recovery through NAMI.
At NAMI, we embrace the entire family. We have this journey that we've all been on together. We rely on each other. People say, when you speak about NAMI, when you speak about what you do, you just light up. You're so passionate about it. I said, because it's so helpful to others, and that's the greatest thing that I see is how we can help a family.
I have found a way to not extend my life, but to make my life more relative to human beings. And I've done that through what I've learned, not just through NAMI, the principles and all that, but through the people who are so passionate and who are so desperately in love with their family members and friends.